Hey my friends, I'm so happy to spend this time with you. I'm Summer with Hammond's Nest, and we're going to do some fun. We're going to actually do a really simple floral arrangement in a thrifted find. Then I've got some other vintage goodness to show you. It's always fun sharing vintage and thrifty hauls because you may be able to find things similar in your area, or we just, get to have a fun conversation together about the uniqueness of some of these items. And let me get over here and pull this up. If you are catching this on the replay, that is okay. Still, you can chat in the comments. Sometimes they do get buried a little bit, so I don't get to answer them, but look in the other comments and maybe a pinned comment or links in the video description if you need some more info that you're not finding. This replay will also be available later on YouTube, but if we use any autoresponder comments, then those won't work over on YouTube, so you'll need to check the video description for that. But if you see that red live, a rectangle right there, you're watching me live on Facebook right now. So say hello. Hey, Terry Armstrong. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Angel. So I see a lot of comments coming in here, but I also always like to make sure that my tablet is up over here so I can see comments here too. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Cherry. Or Sherry. And Sweet Tea Chalkin is watching. Hey, Karen. How are you? So, if you don't know who I am, just another quick introduction. Summer with Hammond's Nest. I'm losing most of my raspiness. I still have a little bit of it left, but I'm feeling much better. Feeling a lot better than I did last week. On the mend, I feel almost 100%. I'm like 99% there. So, I'm in North Louisiana. I'm in my home studio right now, and I get in little moods, y'all. I get in little moods where y'all know I love thrifting. Y'all know I love crafting. But I get in moods where I'm like checking the thrift store all the time. I don't know if that's a new thing for me, but I just love popping in there. Sometimes I leave with nothing. Sometimes I leave with some fun stuff. So I have a few things I'd love to show you. One of the things I found today, actually, is what I'm going to do a small floral arrangement in. It's this cute little can. It caught my eye. It was only 75 cents. I've got one little thing I'm going to do to the outside of it before I actually do the arrangement in it. But I thought it was pretty neat. It's a little shiny. I love copper. I actually have a lot of copper in my house, but it's a little shiny for my taste overall. It's just a little harsh, that shininess. So I'm going to do something to try to make that go down just a little bit. And then I'm going to do a beautiful arrangement with some of these flowers I've been showing y'all from the Dollar Tree. I'm not going to put all these in there, but some flowers I've been showing y'all from Dollar General and Dollar Tree, and even some of these clearance ones I got at Walmart. I'm going to try to do a simple little arrangement, and then I'm going to show y'all some other things that I have scooped up along probably the last couple weeks. So I've got some fun stuff, and we can chat about it, and y'all can give me some ideas for it. Maybe I'll give y'all some ideas for something similar if you love to go thrifting too. Hey, Lisa Marie, South Louisiana in the house. Hey, Donna. Thank you, Kathleen. I love you watching me, Sharon. Richter. So let's get started. Me too, Marianne. I'm glad I'm feeling better. I'm going to keep drinking lots of water, but I still hear that raspiness in my voice. Still kind of clearing my throat. But I am a completely different person than I was last week. 75 cents. I know. Woohoo. Can we do a little celebration? Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. And look, the bottom, I always look at the bottom for stamps, tags. Just, it gives me a history of what the piece is doing. This says finally, and which kind of made me laugh because I thought it would say finally, like so fine, finally and proudly made in the USA, but it says finally and proudly made in USA. So I don't know what that's all about. Look at that. So it's spelled finally, not finally. So I thought that kind of gave me a chuckle. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but nonetheless. So let's get this dollar sticker. It's 75 cents, but it was marked $1. Maybe it was someone's garage sale find that it didn't move at the thrift store, but hey, it caught my attention. And after we do, I'm standing up tonight. That's something a little different. After we get through styling this floral arrangement, I'm going to show you how pretty it looks on these little books. I'm going to set those to the side. That's what I'm going to use to style it. And I got an old thing sitting here just as a little riser so y'all could see what I'm doing. So let's get that going. Let's do this first. Let's give it a little treatment. Watching from Florida. Hey, Mary Ellen. Hey, Betty from Florida. I'm going to be in y'all's state in a few days. Heading over there for a little R&R. It might be kind of thunderstorms, but nonetheless, we're heading over there to do a little relaxing. Me and my family. So here's what I thought. There's a lot of different things I could do to kind of tone down the harshness of this shiny. I know a lot of different techniques, but what I'm going to try, and I hope that it looks good. I love the copper strip in the middle, but I'm going to tone down this really, really shiny gold with some Rub and Buff gold, antique gold. So that will take it down a notch, make it a little bit more matte. Hey, North Carolina in the house. Hey, Karen from Canada. So this is just Rub and Buff. I want to show you the package if y'all have never heard of that. I know we use that a lot. Hey, Deborah Booker Designs in the house. So Pensacola Beach. Yes, I will be very near you. Hey, Sherry. I am headed to Destin. We love the panhandle of Florida. Okay, so I need some sunshine, but I don't know whether the forecast doesn't look great. But you know, we'll always make the best of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, actually, I don't want to get any gold on this old piece here. I didn't even think about that. Let me put a paper towel down just so I can protect the top of this old, I think this is an old tobacco box. It's pretty cool. It's got a little, it's a find I've had for a long time. I think it's an old tobacco box. Got some journals in there. That's what that is. But it makes a good little riser for things like this. Okay, so let's get back up. We got our Rub and Buff. Got a little glove on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly, so you could see before, and I'm going to quickly give this a little rub down. If you are enjoying hanging out with me tonight, invite some friends to the stream or share my page with somebody else if you think they would love it. We can have more friends the merrier. Oh, and of course, let me know you're watching and what you're up to this evening. Oh, Dolphin Island and Gulf Shores. Oh, hey, Linda. Oh, I see PCB. I used to live in Pensacola for a year, Sherry. So when I see PCB, I think Pensacola Beach. But you're saying Panama City Beach. Humidor. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like a tobacco cabinet or a humidor. It could be. Okay, so I got a little bit on my finger. I've had this for a long time. And I'm just going to rub on just the gold. I'm going to try to do my best to stay away from the copper strip because I really like it. But this is just going to tone down a little bit of the shininess. It'll still be a little shiny, but it's just going to kind of mute that gold. And I'll show you kind of what that does. This is an oil-based product if you've never played with Rub and Buff. If it's on something that's going to get a lot of wear and tear, it will not hold up in the long term, but because it is oil-based, it does cure and has a pretty good finish on stuff that, you know, is just going to sit on a cabinet or something. And this little floral arrangement we're going to make will be doing just that. But it's good for like little accents on things, like if you have a little lamp that has a little piece of metal that you want to tone down in a different way, or I've used it in a lot of different ways, but if it gets a lot of wear, like a handle of a door or something, it will over time wear off. So let me show you what this is going to be looking like. So here's just as a reminder how shiny and everything. And look, I'm going to turn it around and show you where I've been rubbing buffing. So you see where see how the tone changes just a little bit and it's not quite as, so we're going to keep going around and so we're just muting the gold and making it a little bit less harsh of a shiny gold. And that's all that I'm doing. That's all that I'm going to do to this little piece. 75 cents at the thrift store. Can't beat that. And it's going to be real cute. I am going to just make this a permanent floral arrangement for the spring. So I'll pack it away with my spring. I think it's really pretty. And actually what I'm doing is, it's kind of neutral. It could be left out all year long. You'll see. We're going to use some of those dollar store flowers. Look nice. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that so much. It's always fun to have a lot of people hanging out, especially when we're live. That way we can interact and visit. And let's see, I'm getting confused. I'm turning it around and around and figuring out which direction I've gone already. So while this is not painting it, or also to dull the shine, I could have probably sprayed it with like a matte clear spray and like left that gold. Hey, Trisha's Crafts and Designs. Sandra, thank you for sprinkling, my friend. Well, I could have left that tone of gold. It really didn't bother me. I have some of that in my house, especially with all the old stuff I have. But I just thought this little can was just kind of fun. And that's one thing I love about thrifting is it makes your home found, you know, and we love our crafts and we love creating because that makes it more special too when you make some things around your house. And so there we go. So now we've just got it toned down just a little bit and it just looks a little different. And I like it now. Now, the thing about this Rub and Buff is I can let it dry just a little while. And actually, I think the instructions say something like, let it dry for 72 hours. I forget. Let's see. It just says you can buff for more luster. It says you can buff for a little bit more luster now. So we could do that if we wanted. But I just wanted to slightly mute it. I wasn't looking to change it drastically because I really like the look of it. So now you can see that copper, that orange tone is just a little bit different than the antique gold Rub and Buff. And I think it's just really pretty. So let's go. So what are we getting into now? What are we doing? I got a little Dollar Tree floral foam. And would you believe it? This little floral foam fits right down in here perfectly. I already put it in there before I came on. Look, that could not be a more perfect fit. Like it was just meant to have a little floral arrangement in it. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue that in. Like I said, I'm going to make this kind of permanent. So I am going to commit and do some hot glue. Yes, I would say most of my home is thrifted or crafted. Thrifted, DIY'd. Well, that's some hot glue. All right. That was some hot glue. It's melting that foam. It is a perfect little fit. I just love it. Okay. And now that I've already rubbed and buffed, I can take this and probably y'all can see it better under the white paper towel though, can't you? Well, after I start putting flowers, it's fine. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start, whenever I'm doing a floral arrangement, I'm not a pro or anything, but I usually start with the bigger flowers and I work my way in. So this is going to be pretty simple. I don't know how many of these I'm going to use, and y'all know that I'm all anti-cut your flow florals, but I'm not going to be able to avoid it with this particular arrangement. I'm going to have to cut it down, and I want it to look like one of those little ball arrangements almost. It'll kind of end up looking like that. So these are $6 at Dollar General. Y'all know I've been showing all these pretty flowers they have. Here's one. Couldn't decide which one I wanted to use. There's one. There's one. And I'm going to mix in some white Dollar Tree. So I'm actually going to mix cream and white tonight. I think I'm going to go with these because I like these for this particular can. So let's do this. Let's figure out. You can always cut off more, but you can't go back and add more really. So let's get this. See how we will kind of like that. All right. I think it might need to be a little bit. It's going to be a cute little ball, but I think it needs to be a little bit shorter. So let's start in the center, but not really the center. I'm going to kind of angle it just a little bit. Get that first piece in and try to figure out if I think once I get this all filled, I can always pull them out and cut them. But I know I can't go back and make them any longer. So I'm going to add in some big ones first and then work my way in. I really think I want it to be a little bit shorter than that. I think what I'm envisioning is going to require it to be a little bit smaller. So let me trust my instincts on this one. Okay. I think I needed to go shorter. I just kind of had to see it sitting there to figure out what we were going to do. So let's keep going and add in more big one. I like to do, if I'm doing 3 big blooms or something like that, I'm going to do some kind of odd number. So I think I'm just going to use all 5 out of here so that it's really nice and full. And then I've got some other little fillers. Oh, yes, all 5. Y'all love, I love doing faux floral arrangements. So I'm just clipping and I'm trying to make a big ball of flowers and make it look nice and full. And like I said, I can always trim if I'm like, nope, that's just too long. I'll save those for something else. And then after I'm done with this, I'm going to, oh, that looks cute already. Look how cute. So then I got to make sure it's kind of even. I got to pull it out and make sure it looks right. Let's go fill it in with some other stuff. I think this one needs, oops, I got stuck, the head came right off there. I'll trim this one up just a smidge. Put that back on there. There we go. I'm gonna put that down in there, and then I know that I can either trim these up. That's already looking so cute. Okay. They do have some really pretty florals. Some of these that you see back here are all from Dollar General. They're really, really, really pretty. And I've showed them off in some other videos. So, okay, so I'm not going to use that one, but I do want to mix, I know, I do want to mix white and off-white for this one. I just want to do it. I have a lot of white and off-white in my home, and I think that it looks beautiful when you mix it. So let's embrace that. I'm going to cut off, these are from Dollar Tree. Those are those little wildflowers from Dollar Tree. So let's get some of those sticking out. Oh, good, Jolyn. She said she bought some. So let's see. I'm going to get, so pretty. So pretty. It's going to start kind of filling in where I feel like I want some of these wildflowers sticking out. And I love mixing. I love mixing because to me, that's like nature. Like nature has creamy, off-white. Looks more real that way. Okay, and look how pretty that's looking with the white and the off-white mixed. That is so lovely. It looks like a little it almost looks like a little wedding arrangement. Yes, they do, but you have to look past some of their more cheapy looking ones at Dollar General, and you really have to dig. Like, you have to find the good stuff. And by the good stuff, like these that I'm working with, and then I showed you these that look so real. And then I picked these up. These are really pretty too. They just have this real look to them. They're like a dried paper kind of feel almost. They're very pretty. And I've just got multiples of all those. So let's just go ahead and use up the rest of that stem. And I'm not really overthinking it too much, but I am trying to spread it out just a little bit. I bought all my flowers at Dollar General. Yeah, they have some good ones. I'm not sure we really need this, but I'm going to stick it up in there anyway. Right in the center. How about that for some extra center height? Okay. Let's kind of make sure we're looking good. We're looking good. I love that. Okay, so I think it would. Some twigs would be really pretty. For that warmth, just a little bit extra warmth, I'm going to bring in these little pieces here off this little clearance bush. Oops, I said that. I'm just pulling things off their things here. Let's see what this looks like. I wanted to add in a little touch of, I wanted this to kind of be the higher of it all. And then that's that extra, ooh, that's pretty. That's that extra warmth that we're looking for against all that brightness. And I think that's really pretty. Y'all, I just got this on clearance at, so $6, $7, I mean, this is about a $10 arrangement, I would say, after all the flowers and everything. But I think it's very beautiful. And I got this little dried stuff from Walmart on clearance. Y'all, look, here's one of my little vintage finds. Look, I'm feeling fancy. It's a little, I should have used it tonight. It's a little ceramic wheel. Have y'all seen one of these before? For potters? I should have done that tonight. Look, I'm going to pretend like I'm a professional floral arranger. Look, or like a cake decorator. That's one of the finds I was going to show y'all tonight anyway. Now, this is looking so full. I thought I was going to have to put some moss or something coming out of it. And I guess I could if I wanted to, but I really don't think it needs it. But let's see. You know, you have to know when to stop. And I have never seen a potter's wheel ever like this. I just thought it was the coolest thing. And look, I'm not used to using anything like this. I'm gonna try to be so professional. Okay, I think that's enough of those sprigs going on. Let's see. Oh, it's so pretty. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. I think it's perfection. And I think we have enough going on now, and we can stop and look. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, whites and off-whites mixed together. I think some people get a little scared about that, but I think it's really pretty. I'm going to pull this green baby's breath out real quick because I had it. Y'all know this is part of a garland that I love using from Hobby Lobby, this green baby's breath. And I thought that I was going to stick some sprigs down in there like in lieu of moss, but I do not like that. No, I just had it here as an option. So if I wanted to add some moss or filler, I could, but look, it's pretty full. You can't even see inside there. So, ta-da! Hey, Kimberly. So there we go, our little thrifted 75-cent container with about $10 worth of florals. So just a pretty little spring arrangement. And like I said, what I would do is I would just put it on, real simple, just put it on a couple of vintage books, set it around somewhere, and a beautiful little piece. Oh, I am showing y'all thrifted finds right after this, but I also have some Target dollar spot finds. Would y'all like to see those first? Let's see how darn cute these bunnies are. And they're like heavy. They're like pottery bunnies. I got them. These are from the Target dollar spot. And I got them in there's 3 different poses. There may be more than 3, but I only saw 3. So I got all 3 because I couldn't help it. But if you wanted to make just a little vignette here with a little bunny, I'm sure a little bunny would fit right here on these books. Don't you think? Or one, maybe the one laying down would look really pretty. So there's that. These bunnies are sweet, sweet, sweet. They got some little distressing spots on them. Look, these came from the Target dollar spot. I think they're perfect just the way they are. $1 a piece. $1 a piece for those. So there's our little look with a little bunny sitting beside our little books. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, and then the other thing I found at Target, before I move on to the vintage stuff, and y'all can tell me how interesting y'all think some of this stuff is, are these little wooden eggs. $3 a little carton and half a dozen wooden eggs. $3. That's a really good find. Like, I would buy that. And I did. I bought 2 of them. So Target dollar spot, I don't really make it to Target that much. It's pretty far away from me. I don't have one that's really, really local to me. And so let me set this back here with other little bunnies. Those are so cute. I'll take a picture of that and post it as a reminder of how darn cute that is. Let's move this out of the way. So I showed y'all my potter's wheel, or whatever, ceramic wheel. That's a pretty cool find. Never seen anything like that before. Move these. But it's 2 pieces. And it's Amico brand. Amico. Pretty cool, right? And I figured it would come in handy like for what I just did. Like moving stuff around or painting stuff. I could use it like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And ooh, today, speaking of bunnies, let me move this stuff out of the way. I couldn't scoot this up faster at the thrift store today. I have, wait for it, I gave $2.75 for it. Look how cute. Look, it's little bunnies, y'all. I was like, how has no one grabbed this yet? And it is not broken. Can you believe that? Look, one bunny's like drinking, looks like it's drinking from, it's a little soap dish. It's a little soap dish. Or I mean, you can use it for anything, but look, it sits, it's like a little soap dish. So anyway, one bunny looks like he's crawling over the edge and one's hanging on and one's in there. And so I think I would have probably paid $5 or more for this. And it's got little rosettes. Have y'all ever seen this? I wouldn't know where this is sold. That's the thing about thrifting sometimes is you don't know where things are, you know. But isn't that the cutest little thing? Oh my goodness. And then, so let's put this over there. And then we're going to keep going. This little basket was only 75 cents. It's a green wooden basket with a little twig handle. I almost did this one as an arrangement instead of the can tonight. So can't y'all see like all these florals? See, I could just see all these florals popped right in something like that, and it would look just as good. Oh, I'm so stuck. So I almost did that one tonight for y'all, but I just really, really loved that little copper can. So I thought this was pretty cute too. Any ideas, any amazing ideas y'all have, please share them. Okay, maybe the Cracker Barrel. I would love to know. Maybe if I Google image searched it, it would come up, Cracker Barrel. But that's a cute soap dish. Okay, so I'm not crazy about the lamp shade, but if y'all know me, I love lamp. It's kind of a funny kind of lamp crazy. But got this beautiful lamp. So like I said, not crazy about the lampshade. I'll probably end up doing like an exposed lampshade with an Edison bulb. And this is another thing that Rub and Buff gold stuff is handy for, because you can put it on stuff like this that's like brand new, like if you have some brand new and you like to do like exposed lamps. But look how beautiful and old this is. If I'm going to plug it in, my husband's probably going to have to rewire this one. But isn't it just so pretty? It's dirty. I haven't cleaned it up, or I'll probably end up using a magic eraser. That's one of my favorite vintage cleanup tips on stuff like this. But just like the detailing on it, it's like a soft, can y'all hear that? It's just beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. These finds are just from all over. I've been lately in the past couple weeks, I've been to Arkansas, been to a couple towns an hour over. Haven't been in Texas. I go to Texas next week. I'll probably stop in somewhere. But yes, I'm also going to Texas, and I'm going to Florida next week. So I'll probably stop in. This little box was actually one of my finds too that I'm sitting stuff on. It's a little primitive box. Look how pretty that is, y'all. Look how neat. This is what I love so much about old stuff, is it just wears its history. Like you can see how much love was put into it and just how it was just practically put together. Let's just open this. And I'm coming to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Christy, for a little business meetup with some other ladies. Some kind of new brunch place out in Fairville. Not Fairview. I can't remember. All right, inside here is, oh, let me show you the inside of this. Isn't that cute? Look how that is made. I mean, just braced together and pieced together. I just love it. I love a good old primitive box. And I had never seen one of these bundt pans like this, the spring form. But look how cute that is. Isn't that so sweet? So stuff like this you can accessorize and decorate with, or you can just decorate in your kitchen, or I don't ever know. It's just just stuff I can't resist. Oh, and I love these. I got a set of 8 wooden napkin rings. Can I tell y'all something really funny? I have never set up my dining room table formally. I see all these beautiful people who do DIY and design. They have these pretty tablescapes. And I know it's not probably 100% realistic, because I mean, my dining room table gets used, you know, like homework and work and, you know, puzzles or games, board games or whatever. But I really wanted to set up some kind of maybe Easter. And so I've been kind of keeping an eye out for stuff. And these little wooden rings were so cute. I only gave $5 for them. And I thought I could use them for every season, don't you think? Yeah, this box is pretty awesome. Put some more stuff in there. I tried to pop quiz my daughter today on what this was, y'all, and I have to admit, I've seen them before, and y'all know I used to have a vintage shop, so, I mean, it's not like stuff didn't come like this, but if y'all have never used, let me put you onto this, and if you've never used it, you're going to go crazy with it now, is the Google image search, and I know it's been around for a while, but I've really gotten to where I've been using it a lot more in the last year, and if I don't know what something is, I'll usually Google image search it. It's incredible what you can find out very quickly. Oh, Amy says she loves setting her dining table up, but it happens rarely. So I'm kind of thinking, like, we have an island that we use a lot. I don't have like a little breakfast nook. We have like a long, like 8-person, like right outside this entryway right here. And y'all seen me go live from that area. 8 settings, you know, that I would get to have fun with. So, but I've just never done it. I don't know. I just have other things to do. So yeah, so this is an old glass holder. And here's what I'm thinking. I mean, this would be so cute. Like, even if you don't use it for actual glasses, I could see paper cups and stuff, like at parties, like setting it out for people to grab a cup or something would be so cute. Or what other ways would you use something like this? And I was explaining to my daughter, you know, I could make 8 glasses of sweet tea and bring it out to the table. And we were having fun talking about that because she didn't know what it was for. Yeah, there's something. I don't remember, Christy. You'll have to message me what part, because I don't have the address in front of me. Vases with flowers, that would be so pretty. Yes, I can see some. The thing about it is real tiny. I haven't seen any mason jars quite that small, but I'm thinking mason jars with some flowers would be really pretty. But just some little vases. Silverware, yes, that'd be really cute. An herb garden, that's cute. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, you just gave me an idea. Hold on. This is what happens. This is the fun part about sharing this. I had these little peat pots. I bet you these, I think these are 2-inchers. I bet you these little 2-inch ones. Oh, that one's, something's been done to that one. Something might have been done to this one too. Oh my gosh, they fit down in there. Look at the little 2-inch peat pots. Oh my gosh, they gave me a great idea. Like little herbs or like little flower arrangements. Yes, oh my gosh, y'all have so many amazing ideas. But that just, I had those right there and I was like, oh, I think those will fit perfectly. So that's cute. Look at that. I had done something to this one. I think that was last year. So there's that. So y'all want to keep going? Here's another one that usually stumps people, but I know y'all are smart and y'all know what this is. And this is just fun. It would be really pretty. And I do have a bunch of milk. I have a ton of milk glass over there. Who knows? Who knows? And I'm not going to tell you. Who knows what these are? What this is. Let me say that. Who knows what this is? And a hint, if I wanted to arrange flowers in a jar, I could have put this down in there first. Okay, let me read some of these. So that does sound so pretty, Paula. She says, decoupage your peat pots and put them on there on display. I feel like I could really get a lot of use out of this. That's why I picked it up. I forgot to tell you, I paid $2.75 for this. And I can actually picture the kind of glasses that came with this if it came as a set. I don't know whether they were sold as a set or not, but I can picture it. Those old vintage glasses. Yes, several of y'all are coming in. Y'all got it. It's a flower frog. So if this were like, I don't have a jar near me, but if this were like a glass jar, you would set the frog on top and it would help you arrange your flowers. It would usually inset. Some of them, if they're made out of clay and stuff, if you're DIYing them, it's different. But usually they're made of glass or metal. And then they would fit down in and you would put your stems of your flowers and it would help everything stay separated and make a really pretty arrangement. So yeah, I know a lot of y'all knew what those do and a lot of people do collect them. So yeah, they can go in vases or jars and help you arrange flowers. And another fun thing I saw today somewhere, where did I see this? If y'all like actual real tulips, like from the grocery store, or you like, you know, arranging flowers, you have a cut garden or something. Have y'all used the little hack? That's just random side knowledge. The little hack where you put a plastic straw on the end of the tulip for it to stay upright. Have y'all heard of that? So you basically just slip your tulip down into a plastic straw, like a drinking straw, and then you arrange it inside a vase, and it helps keep them all like upright. A little tip for you. Okay, so look at this beauty. Let me see what I paid for this one. It's still not on there. I want to say I gave $4.75 for this. I don't love it like this shiny black spray paint, but I think it'll be a really pretty redo, and it's just a timeless piece, and you can use it in a lot of different ways. We actually made this little thing back here. Hold on. We made this in my private group, which is open, by the way. Little plug if you want to join us. I still got that special going. Look how pretty that is. If you're interested in my creative nest, by the way, it is open, and I do have a special for your first month inside. It's a private group, and you can comment the word club, and you'll get a link straight to your inbox with all the information. So I won't even talk about it tonight, but I just wanted to invite you because there's only a few more days before that code expires. Okay, so look at this is just one of those Dollar Tree wireframes that's wrapped in burlap, and then we glued eggs and moss. But look how pretty that looks in something like that. And I can see like a bunny in the center and just all kinds of pretty stuff. Okay, so let's set that back here. And keep going. Are y'all having fun? Y'all like seeing these? Because this is fun for me. All right, tell me. You can tell me and you won't hurt my feelings. If you were in the thrift store, would you pass these by? It's okay, because there was probably a time in my life, even when I loved vintage, and yes, this basket is one of the things I thrifted, y'all. And I'm about to show you just how big it is, but the things inside of it are what I'm going to show you first. And let me get this basket out of the way, and then I'll pull it back out. But would you have even given these a second look? And here's why I asked that. Because you can't hardly see what they are. Because there's so much greenery, and I'm not loving this greenery. So it's going to go when I redo these. But look how pretty these wall pockets are. Oh my gosh. So if you have to, when you're looking in the thrift store, you got to imagine getting rid of all that, right? And putting some more timeless or up-to-date whatever flowers in there. But they're little sconces. Now I did end up paying almost $6 each for these, but I got the set. Okay, Cheryl says she would buy them. But now, you know, follow me, like I'm saying, like, let's grab some of these Dollar Tree flowers, right? All I envision when I see stuff like this is popping stuff like this out and putting some fresh flowers in there and some fresh moss or whatever, and just how beautiful it's going to be, just all with a new look. And so I had to snag those. They were so pretty. And the little rope brass, like these are really in. Like with the people that like vintage decor, the little vintage modern, you know, those are really in. So keep an eye. Sconces are always timeless. Yes, Dana. Okay, so let's get back to this big basket, y'all. $10. Y'all may have remembered this was from one of my recent things where I got y'all to guess which ones I actually left with. Oh, that reminds me. I got to grab another thing to show y'all. But look how giant this is. Would you have passed this up? I did not. Obviously, it came home with me. What am I going to do with it? It's in such good shape, but I'm like, I didn't need another basket more than I needed. What is that saying? I didn't need another basket like I needed a hole in my head. But this was too good of a deal. I mean, somebody was going to get this. I was leaving with it. Somebody was leaving with it. I was going to do something. So it's a pretty basket. What do y'all use baskets for around your house? Like, what are your favorite things? Because I got 2 more baskets, kind of, to show y'all. Just a minute, because for some reason I was on a roll. Okay, so my daughter kind of laughed because she said these kind of look like mushrooms. And I just couldn't pass it up. $2.50, and it was a hardwood rack. I can paint it. I can do something with it. I can hang it vertically. I can hang it horizontally. But these are so cute, tucked like on a kitchen backsplash. If you've got like I've got a wooden backsplash. I could hang this back there and hang stuff from it. I don't know. I just liked it. I thought it was cool. Would y'all have passed that? Yes, living room blankets. That would be really cute. Throws. I think throws rolled up in there would be really pretty. It would make a really great clothes basket too. Oh yeah, I can see some extra pillows in there. That would be good. Okay, so speaking of baskets, I found this one today. And look at this. Look at this. And I found this one last week. And now when I say I gave $4.75 for this one, I think I gave $7 for this one. Why? I didn't. This one does have a little bit of it's a little beat up right there in that corner. But what? I don't need, what am I doing with these? I don't know. Y'all, I need to open a vintage shop again. Because I have a disease. But it's okay. These little picnic baskets are so pretty. I think they would look good if there's certain styles. I think they're really pretty stacked and used almost like a little end table. But this one obviously would have to be the top one because it doesn't have a stackable ability. This one's pretty cool. They both open up. Let's see how cool. I just like seeing this kind of stuff. This one was in really good shape. And I can tell how old it is. Like look at the springs on it. Look how old that is. So cool. So I cannot resist, y'all. I could not leave this. So if I tuck this one in enough, you might could stack something on it. But I wouldn't want to break it either. But anyway, if you've got them just right and they could be stacked, that would be really pretty. Let's see the inside of this one. I didn't even look. Oh, I think the staple's loose on that one. This one's really old too. It's kind of dirty. It needs to be cleaned. Needs to be cleaned, but it's a vintage find. It's just beautifully crafted though. Thought it was lovely. So there's that. So baskets everywhere. We finally broke down last year, and I have a little storage room now for all of my vintage goodness, so I can trade it out. I think I've got a couple more things. Oh, no. Okay. I couldn't pass these up. I mean, I don't know. We're going to be playing some bingo at my house. I love bingo. Y'all know I love bingo. I used to be an activities director at a senior home. I've shared that occasionally with y'all, and these just made me so nostalgic. But look, I got a set. 2, 4, 6. I got 9 of these leather bingo cards with metal clothes cases for $5 for the whole thing, y'all. Oh my gosh. Fish baskets. Dana, I'm not sure. You're going to have to send me a picture of what you mean by fish baskets. I would love to know what I would be on the lookout for. Cheryl says, I have an old wicker basket that was used years ago to walk and carry your groceries. Oh, I could put some legs on it. Sometimes you can put some legs on those things. That's a great way to repurpose, Becky. Yes, that sounds pretty. Julie says she loves a big basket on the porch with florals in it. So look how cool this is. So it's got the little metal closing things. And you'll know, I don't know if y'all know this, but if you want to play a game of bingo and you got bingo, they got apps where they'll auto call the numbers for you if you want a fun little bingo game. But these are so pretty that I would like leave them out on a display. Now it makes me want to have like a big game room with a vintage pool table and vintage bingo cards. And anyway, all the things, but what a cool find. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, are you sure that's all you want for them? $5? I gladly paid it. But, okay, I've got 2 more things in the whole vintage world to show you. So this, I will tell you, it's kind of hard to see because of the lights. I gave $4.75 for this. And what caught my eye, I will tell you, I saw this picture from the back. And I immediately, I can spot an old frame from a mile away. And so I was like, ooh, that's got to be something good. If anything, I thought the frame's going to be fantastic. And it's got the old wire and everything. But when I turned it around, I have to say, y'all, this picture's not going anywhere. It's staying in this frame. It is like a moody waterfall. It is so pretty. So I don't know anything about this print. I have not Google image searched it. It's not a painting. It's a, from what I can tell, it's a print. I'll get up in there and look a little bit better. But isn't it just so fun? Like, I just think it goes, of course, with my vintage style, but, and you can easily, you know, brighten, it would still look good with some brighter things around it. But it was that frame. I don't see a signature, Jill. I don't see any kind of signature, but I will inspect it a little bit closer and I will pull it out and see if I can find some information on it. Sometimes you can just Google, you know, search image and figure out where it comes from. Bingo cards are an awesome. Okay, one more thing. Hold on. And this was from the same video where I told y'all, guess the 2 things that I thrifted that I bought out of that video. One was the basket, and the other was this beautiful yellow wear bowl. And it was it's probably, I ended up, I think she gave it to me for $20. And it was $29, but she gave it to me for $20. She was just being sweet. We stopped and talked. The lady was there that happened to sell this. But I don't have any yellow wear, and I do love little touches of yellow and mustard amongst all of my neutrals and stuff. And I thought, this is such a timeless piece, you know, like I could do so much with this. And you could decorate it for the holidays if you wanted. Decorate it for, you know, whatever season it is, or you could actually use it. But just like even some pretty flowers down in there, just beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, right? And I thought it was a really pretty yellow. Yeah, Lisa. I thought, and the pattern on it is so fun. I thought it was really nice. So let me look around. I think that is all, folks. Until next time. I've kind of saved that one up. Oh, do y'all happen to remember, you may or may not remember the before when I showed in the same reel, there was a reel where I showed I was going shopping. And the before of this plant stand was just regular wood. And I gave it a really cool finish. This was a private tutorial inside my membership group. And the reason I'm showing it to you is because it's one of the many things we do. We go over like layered paint finishes and different ways to, like, if you don't want to leave some of these things the way that you find them out and about, that you could, you know, give them different finishes. So make sure you comment the word club if you are interested in reading about my creative nest, and that I had that special through March 2nd if you want to come in there and join us. And so I want to make sure that you heard about it, and that it doesn't sneak up on you. Oh, Jennifer said she had 20 Yellowware bowls. I know, Cheryl. Come to my house and help me organize all this stuff. That's what I need. I've kind of gotten to where I really need to stop and organize. I mean, a little bit of it's organized, but it'll be nice because I do want to really get to where I trade out pieces. I don't know what kind of collection y'all all have. We all have different stuff for different holidays, but I kind of treat my vintage kind of like a holiday. A lot of my vintage pieces I'll store away and I'll bring them out and I'll trade things out. And so I like to store stuff I'm not using and all that. So I had such a fun time with y'all tonight. And just to bring out, in case you joined late to the party, our first thing that we kicked off this video was we did this little flower arrangement in a 75-cent thrifted find, and the little copper thing, and we did the arrangements with some dollar store flowers. And so that was really fun. We used a little bit of Rub and Buff gold on that to tone down the shiny gold. So this was the results of what we did at the very beginning of the video, if you wanted to go back and watch. And then I just wanted to kind of show you some fun thrifty finds. And I loved all of y'all's ideas, especially, I feel like y'all gave me tons of ideas for this. So that's really fun. So I'll have to do something with that and share it with y'all. And I love the little flower pots in it. That's so cute. And utensils. Oh, y'all gave so many ideas. So thank you so much for hanging out. Y'all are amazing. It's so much more fun. Oh, Terry Perkins, you joined in with us. Welcome. We're so happy to have you as a Nest Sister. So you'll get an email with the link to the private Facebook group, and you can get in there, and I'll approve your request, and you can get in there and start looking, because we have an exciting March calendar. Really, really exciting. And every month's exciting, so. But there's lots of joy in sharing everybody's creative journey, and that's what we do in there. So thank y'all for being here, and I will see y'all next time we get together, okay? All right. Bye, y'all.